Today I'm going to actually read out a medical report form, my own. On the front page it tells you Employment Support Allowance ESA 85 medical report form. What medical? First fucking line already gives you names, insurance, national insurance number, date of birth, time they started the interrogation, time they ended it, time report completed, and the date of the extent of the interrogation, place where it was done, and the doctor's or healthcare professional's name. Throughout this report, person is referred to as a client. It goes on to list medical conditions, and I never, from the first moment, spoke hardly a word. I never mentioned any of my medical conditions. All the speaking was done by the person, well, most of it, by the person that accompanied me. So the first error on this report is on page 2. Client states no other problems. I didn't even say that. I didn't even mention, like I said, I didn't even mention my medical conditions. The person with me did. Then it goes on to medication. There's a list of my medication, most of which now I've taken myself off. Side effects due to medication is left blank. I suffer with many side effects. Description of functional ability, saying having considered whether the condition is likely to vary during the average week, and if the function can be carried out regularly and repeatedly. How the fuck can they decide that if I'm sat on my ass in a chair? They can't, but somehow I think they can. There is a list of the conditions with short descriptions of some sort. I'll go on to one which I find an absolute fucking joke. Back problem. Has not had any x-rays. Totally incorrect. I had an x-ray on it in the 90s. This proved that the epidurals that they were giving me for it were a waste of time. They have even managed to put it, just even though they were told about what one condition was, they've just put it as a sleep disorder, sleep apnea. At the time it wasn't yet diagnosed. But it does state that I do sleep a lot of the time. They have somehow also decided on the social history that it took me about 20 minutes to get 9 miles to the interrogation centre. It also says I haven't worked in the last 5 years. They won't know what work is if it's frigging hit them in the face. And on page 4, everything is a total lie, because it says straight away, it says client states that like I said before, I didn't speak. So how can I have stated anything? Page 5. Medical opinion, physical. I have considered the possible ESA activity outcomes and my advice are as follows. That the following apply. Cannot walk more than 100 metres on level ground or severe without stopping on severe discomfort. Total bullshit again. I'm sat here speaking this in discomfort. I ain't even fucking walking. Standing and sitting, none of the above apply. How the fuck do they know? Bending and kneeling. Well, I wasn't asked to bend, I wasn't asked to kneel. So, and they've stated none of the above apply. Followed by, the evidence does suggest some functional disability. Well, it's a total cluster of fuck, this report so far, and we're only on page 5. Speech, hearing, vision, activity outcomes. It's all the same. None of the above apply. None of the above reply for vision, speech, or hearing. Followed by a summary of the evidence does not suggest significant functional disability. Again, I was a fucking slave. But somehow they seem to know fucking better. And on page 8 there is very little. Usual, none of the above reply. Page 9, consciousness activity outcome. At least twice in 6 months immediately preceding the assessment has had an involuntary episode of lost or altered consciousness, resulting in significantly disrupted awareness or concentration. At least twice. Fucking dreaming. It's more like I'm out most of the time. But they do conclude that the evidence does suggest some functional disability. So kind of them. Now they're going on to page 10, and mental and intellectual function. They say that understanding and focus activity outcomes, learning comprehension in the completion of tasks, none of the above apply. Same with awareness of hazard, same with memory and concentration. Execution of tasks more than 1.5 times but no more than twice the length of time it would take the person without any form of mental disability to successfully complete an everyday task with which the claimant is familiar. I'd like to see him name fucking tasks. That would be fun. Understanding focus, supporting medical evidence. The client states that and below it says daughter states that I brush my teeth occasionally, not wash face. And it continues along the same lines. Their findings relevant features of clinical examination. What clinical examination? They were more interested in typing on the frigging keyboard. Abnormal findings. Appearance. Looks tired, unkempt, wearing dirty clothes. Behaviour. Reduced facial expression. May indicate depression. Now there's a diagnosis, which they are not supposed to do. Movements were very slow. May indicate depression. Another diagnosis. Downcast. Gaze. I was asleep, dumb bastards. Cognition general. Disorientated in place. No shit. Overall, the client is likely to have significant disability affecting ability to intake tasks, ability to complete tasks, and ability to complete tasks in reasonable time. Well, no shit.